Hi, this is Ron Dzinski. I'm the person that started the blog, which is originally was called www.militaryptsd forum. Recently, because of all of your votes, we've changed it to Beyond PTSD because we're really going for trying to capture as many of the people with PTSD as we could find. I'm also the person who's written the book, which was PTSD, How I Crawled Out of Darkness and Back into the Light, and How You Can Too. And a soon-to-be released second book, which is called Let's Kick PTSD's Ass. My goal originally is to find as many of the 7.7 million PTSD sufferers and their families as I could find. First thing is to know that it's going to be relatively short and painless. Second, it's not going to be dreary. I don't want to be sitting here and complaining about how terrible my life is. My life has been very good, even though it kind of had a little side path which I traveled for a while when I first came out of Vietnam. I was a graduate of Rutgers University, grew up in a small town, Camden, New Jersey, which claimed to fame. Last 3 or 4 years has been voted one of the worst cities in the country. I went to Rutgers University. When I graduated from there, I didn't really know what to do and got drafted, which was the want of the country in those days. I was going to go, and because I was going to be drafted, I decided, well, I was going to volunteer. If you volunteer, it's 2 years, 10 months, and if you get drafted, it was going to be 3 years. I thought, well, I'm not sure I'm really suited for the military, but the quicker I can get out, if that's the case, then the better. So I opted to take the 2 months off. When I first got into the military, they tested me, and they said that I was officer material, and which I probably knew all along. And so I went to OCS, which was down in Georgia. And after I finished with that training, I was given my orders to, first of all, go to military intelligence school. So it was an oxymoron. I was a Polish boy with a military intelligence background. So that was my claim to fame. And so I spent 8 months or thereabouts going and training all about military intelligence. After that, I was sent to Texas to go to language school. I learned the language, Vietnamese language, not enough to know what I was doing, but enough to at least let everybody know I'm trying to learn the language. From there, I went to Vietnam. I was originally landed in Bien Hoa and then went to my station, which was going to be in Tan An, which is a little bit south of Saigon, which is Ho Chi Minh City now. I spent my first 6 months or thereabouts in Tan An, and then the next 6 months I was pushed up to Tay Ninh, which was a little bit north of Saigon. Never really terribly dangerous areas, but enough to become a problem. When I came out, I knew something was wrong with me. I got, after my 2 years and 10 months was over, I got out and didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was living at home because I kind of didn't have a home base. School was done. I didn't have a job. I had no training. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. But I decided, well, I was going to sit down and take some stock of myself and then kind of cast my ship off, hoping to go to the right direction. It didn't take me very long to realize something was major wrong with me. I was doing a lot of drinking, doing a lot of anger problems, and couldn't fit in. I had no feelings, didn't know what I wanted to do. Nobody could talk to me. I was in tough shape. But in those days, there was no such thing as PTSD, so I didn't know what I had. I just knew that something was wrong. This is when I started to take stock of myself and say something I have to do to get out of this. So anyway, that's pretty much 5 minutes, and I've given you a little bit of my background. Through the course of this series, I'm sure you'll find out enough about me that you'll be sick of it. But anyway, I'll tell you a little bit more about how I started to go into the blogging and all that business on the next thing. So hopefully you enjoyed it and are interested enough at least to find out what the next chapter of the series is all going to be about. Please come back. Without you, we'll never find the 7.7 million, be one missing. So please come back and see what this is all about. If you like the video, great. I can't wait for you to tell me that. If you want to share the video, that's more important to me because we need to find as many as we can. And the only way that I'm going to be able to do it is I'll give you everything that I've got. Hopefully you'll do your part by, finding other people that may know somebody. There's a lot of us that are hidden. A lot of us have not really even understood the fact that they may have PTSD, but are imposing their will on others. I would love to hear from you. I'm going to take your comments seriously. If you need some changes or something different, please be sure to tell me. But in the meantime, I appreciate your time. This is going to be all about PTSD. So thanks again. I'm glad that you came.